Good morning everyone, happy Monday. It's a lot cooler today at the moment, but you know it's going to get hotter. So today, just going to be running around doing a few errands, picking up some small waste jobs, get the waste van tipped, and just get out of here first. Yeah, good manoeuvring. So yeah, it's more of an errand day. We're sorting out the metal as well, so hopefully we get that tipped today. But it's nice when they're all local jobs. Makes it all very straightforward. Easy day, hopefully. But we're always on call, so other stuff might come in later. But yeah, I'll try and do little videos of what we're doing today and see how we get on. So yeah, we're at the first job, and at the moment it looks like it's just mostly cardboard and an old Hoover. So just give you a quick gander. So this is cardboard we've got to get rid of, nice and light. But cardboard can be very bulky, and a lot of people prefer to just hire in a quick service than try and break it all down and put it into the recycle bins. So let's take a picture before and after, and then get on to the next one. So that's the first job done. As you saw by the photos, we were told to leave all the building materials. It was just the empty boxes and packed materials and an old Hoover to take away. Because they still have a lot of work done to the house, but they've had a lot of things assembled over the weekend. I had one of my guys assemble a parasol and a barbecue for them. So they're happy. When you've got regular customers, they can normally give you like the codes to get into their gates and stuff, so they don't have to be here, which is handy for us because then we can fit it in our own time. And also it's good to have two vans, so while I'm going around collecting waste, I've got one of my workers sorting out the other van, so I'll be taking this back, dropping it off, and they will sort out the screen inside, so separate the metal, the wood, the cardboard, everything like that. So you do twice as much by dedicating the jobs. And once I drop this off, then I've got to go to West Byfleet, and then I think the lady's donating 2 tables and some cardboard. So let's see how it goes. Anyway, chat to you in a minute. So we got to the second job. These were customers we moved into probably about 6 months ago, but everyone still has my phone number, so if they got more stuff later dates, we can help get rid of it. So again, we've got another small pile. Here we've got some cardboard. It said this van works, so we may try it out and try and find a rehome. Everything else is pretty much just general rubbish. Isn't too bad again, but as you can see, the sun is coming out. Now it's just gone 9. So let's try and get most of the jobs done before it gets too hot again this afternoon. So anyway, let me crack on. I'll do another before and after photo. It's coming along quite nice. Nearly getting done. But of course, everyone knows I love my tea. So, especially regular customers, they all know I'm a big tea drinker. But as I'm going through this, let me just turn it around. Found a little bit of metal to save. And someone was asking me the other day about looking out for one of these cable reels. I was trying to remember who it is, but they said they needed stuff like this, maybe to make something out of, like a chair or a table. I can't remember fully, but it's just surprising that I got asked about that a few days ago and now I found one. So it's getting there. It's looking a lot better, but as it's windy, all the light stuff's getting blown away, so I've got to chase after it. Let me just finish my tea and crack on. Another job completed, not too bad. Van's looking a bit full again, but it's half of it's full car boot anyway, so it looks worse than it is. So yeah, and then the customers had a chat with me, and they're looking for a bit of a garden tidy up, and that includes weeding, sorting out the garden, trimming some of the hedges. So we're not landscapers, but we can do basic gardening. So they all know that, and there's no point being cowboys. Just do what you can. Don't be heroes and take out a big hedge or cut down a big tree when not needed. So yeah, extra work keeps us busy. Okay, so I've got to get back, and then from there going into the long wheelbase. Catch you in a bit. Not too bad, only lunchtime. As you can see, I'm with my Black Cat van this time. We have tipped a van load down to the waste station. Most of the van stuff on the long wheelbase was a lot of stuff from the clearance we completed on Friday. And then we just topped up the little bit at the back. So that's not too bad. So the van's empty again. We've got one chair on there, but as it's a recliner, we have to take all the metal off of it first, because we can put that towards the scrap heap. And now we're at storage. Someone's asked us to clear a bit of rubbish out from the storage unit, so pick this up first, take it back, and then I'll make that decision. Do I load up again for another waste trip, or do I fill up a metal load, get that scrapped in today? So you always got to adapt with what comes in and go with it, really, because if another waste job comes in, you want to keep making sure that you get it gone as fast, but you got to keep screening it fast as well, because cardboard is so light, you don't want to fill up the whole van or just cardboard, because you'll be paying a minimum of half a ton, and then you're losing money. We've taken a Luton before to a waste station, just cardboard, and it's only cost us like £30 plus VAT, which is £36. So you want to make sure whatever you put on the van is a minimum of half a ton if it's mixed waste. So there's a lot of variables in there to say pennies and pounds, but yeah. Anyway, it's lunchtime. Just gonna get a cold drink from Asda and then crack on. I still got a table and chairs to move this afternoon as well. So yeah, not too bad for a Monday, and it's cooler, a lot cooler than last week. But anyway, let's crack on. Afternoon, it's 6:30 now, still working, but I have sent my help home probably about 5ish. So we didn't do a scrap run in the end. We managed to empty the storage unit out for someone. Let's clear a bit of someone else's warehouse, tiny bit, but all bulky cardboard again. So it takes up a lot of room, so I need to spend the day flattening that down. But yeah, I've already been to my storage unit to pick up a few bits I need to take to an auction house tomorrow. Just going to the warehouse now to grab a few little bits. Also my beekeeping suit, because I want to spend the day tomorrow with my brother checking the beehives. So just take my mind off work for the day, even though there's so much more to do at the moment. Just all these little errands. As you can see, I've already been home once, had a shower, and then come Wednesday, I think it'll be another day when it's just odd jobs, get on top of things again. Hopefully do a metal run that day. But you can tell it's got really hot today because I'm really red hot. But yeah, do this and then go back, probably grab a bit of food and then crack on with all the inquiries and emails. So yeah, I enjoy running the business, but it's never an 8 to 5 job, and if you want it to work, you've got to put the hours in. So it's good that I actually enjoy what I do, but you need to keep the inquiries coming in to keep the work coming in. But anyway, that was Monday for you. Hopefully I'll get some more videos done this week, if not next week. We was going to do the car boot on Wednesday, but that's not going to happen now, so I just have to make sure we can do a car boot Saturday and Sunday. But anyway, hopefully you lot are not roasted as much as I am, and I'll talk to you soon. Enjoy your day.